Hello again. I have another program flipping video for you this time around. This time it is for the WWE's Ruthless Aggression Tour for 2003. This was the follow-up Australian tour for their successful global warning tour. But this time around, rather than doing a show just in Melbourne, they did 2 shows in Sydney as well. So let's get started. Oh, actually, just before we do, in case you don't know, there's Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, Chris Jericho, Kevin Nash, Trish Stratus, Kane, Booker T, and Triple H. Triple H was supposed to be on this tour, but he had to pull out due to injury. Alright, so there's a little bit of wear and tear there. There's a couple of notes there from, at the time, the co-general managers, Stone Cold Steve Austin and Eric Bischoff. And there's a couple of, there's some books and DVDs and some action figures. Some of those DVDs and books I still have to this day. And there's a couple of video games there for Xbox and for GameCube. Alright, so firstly, there's Triple H. I believe he was the heavyweight champion at the time, with his then manager Ric Flair. There's Goldberg over the page, and there's Kane with his mask. On the front, no mask, but in the book, mask. There's Rob Van Dam on top, Kevin Nash and Shawn Michaels. Chris Jericho, one of my all-time favorites. Christian, who in my very first video, I told the story about how I met him and got his autograph. Booker T, Goldust. The Dudley Boys, Devon and Bubba Ray. And there's Sylvain and Rene Dupree. They were then known as the La Resistance, as it says there, yes. They were cocky French wrestlers. They were the bad guys. Alright, now we've got the female wrestlers. There's Molly Holly, Jacqueline, Trish Stratus, and Ivory. Some of the best female wrestlers that paved the way for the great female wrestlers that we have today. And of course, as always, back in this era, they would have the female wrestlers in bikinis. So there's Jazz, there's Jackie, Stacy Keibler again, Trish Stratus and Ivory. And then if you open this out, so there's Trish again, there's Jazz, Jackie, Victoria there. And then we'll open up the other side. There's Terry, Molly Holly, Stacy Keibler, Gail Kim, Jacqueline, and Ivory. So yeah, there's a little fold out there. Now over the page, and there's Gail Kim and Terry. And then over here we've got Randy Orton, back when he was relatively new. And there's Batista before he went to Hollywood and became part of the Guardians of the Galaxy, amongst other roles. There's Stacy Keibler, Scott Steiner, who I've met, and I do have his autograph. So there'll be a video on him one day. And there's Jazz, and there's Rodney Mack and Theodore Long as his manager. Hurricane Test, who is sadly no longer with us. Rosie, who would one day tag with Hurricane. In fact, he might have already been tagging with him at this point. And then over the page here, we got Rico with Jackie Gator as his manager. Steven Richards, Victoria, Val Venus, and Lance Storm, who I met with Christian the year prior, and is my very first video I ever did was on meeting the two of them. so check it out if you haven't already. Tommy Dreamer, Spike Dudley. Now, Christopher Nowinski, who I believe has retired from wrestling due to concussion. He's actually, I believe he's doing some study, or did some studies on concussion in athletes, which is pretty cool. Mark Jindrak, Maven, he won a competition called Tough Enough, which was kind of like a reality show where I guess the final wrestler got a WWE wrestling contract, and that was him. Alright, that's the final page, so there's just a dear fans, thank you message there. And then some, just some information about, I guess, the entertainers, the promoters. And then here's some DVDs. Brock Lesnar, Bad Blood pay-per-view, WrestleMania, and others. And then there's the WWE logo. Alright, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. And I haven't actually said this yet, but if you do like my content, please like the videos and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.